Hi again, Jared. Where were we?
Causes and conspiracies.
Yes.
People want to assume there are causes for everything, but in reality there are so many causes, accidents, and other general elements in play that things often happen without plan or foresight.
It reminds me of how the mind works. It is such a complex system with so many influencing factors that oftentimes you find major inconsistencies and irrational behaviors. We want to believe we make sense, but oftentimes, for one value to maintain integrity, another must be sacrificed, for example.
Yes. When you have so many intervening causes, by the time you trace it back through the many causes, meaning begins to degrade. Anyway, back to the incompetence of the government.
Go on.
Did you hear about the recent IRS hack? Millions of people had to get new social security numbers, because the IRS was using outdated security software from the 90s. Also, they wanted to make an insurance website and had a $600 million budget and a year to make it but failed to complete it on time. The Oregon website had to be abandoned completely. The technology is there, but the people in charge didn't know what they were doing. They just happened to be major campaign donors. Private companies operate much more efficiently, because there's more incentive and accountability. This is why the government constantly has disastrous policies. They don't ever correct it. Like ethanol. Turning corn into alcohol and mixing it with gasoline sounds great. It's a fucking disaster. It's terrible for the car engines and the environment. You have to grow millions of acres of corn using chemical fertilizers. It produces all sorts of dangers to the ecosystem, and it also has the effect of jacking up world food prices, which is especially bad for third world countries, where the people spend all their money on food.
Why can't we stop this?
Because Iowa is the first state in the political caucus, and they're king corn country. So every politician that rolls through has to promise to keep the ethanol subsidies going. This is how decisions are made politically. It's not their money, so they don't care. They just borrow it from the future or raise taxes. Back to the idea of power. People like the government because it has the power to get people to do what they want. It has the power of coercion. That's why they like the government. You could just try telling someone what to do, but then the person says fuck you.
The government, however, can make people do things. Where is that thunder coming from anyway? It's sunny outside.